What is going on, everybody? This is Stanley with Statter Sales, and I am super excited to be with you today. I hope each and every one of you are out there crushing your goals. And so without further ado, let's dive right in. Today, guys, I want to be talking to you about something that, frankly, I'm not seeing a lot of people talk on, and I think it's really important, right? Listen, we are in a great market right now. This is awesome, right? We have priority lists. Buyers are wanting to buy our products. Yes, we're facing supply chain issues. Yes, there's a million different problems, right, out there in the world. But for right now, if you're in sales, you're probably doing pretty good or feeling pretty good, right? And so what I want to talk to you today about is I was in a training recently and Jeff Shore was talking, and my company put on this amazing training. Jeff Shore shows up and he starts talking and he asks this really important question. He says, as a sales leader, how would your people do, not in a declining market, just a flat market, right? Just a normal everyday market. And I started to think through that a little bit, right? How many of you can actually remember a time when we had inventory that sat on the ground for a little bit? How many of you remember that they used to put bonuses on inventory after it sat a few months, right? You had to meet with your construction manager, walk it. Hey, maybe we remulch these beds. Hey, I think maybe we need to change this or alter that. Those were times when I was selling. Those times seemed like a million years ago, right? And so today what I want to talk to you about is if you're in sales, here are 3 practical tips that you can start doing now to prepare yourself for a declining market or even a flat market. So let's dive right in. Number 1, control what is within your realm of control. You've heard me say this a million times. It is so important. Y'all, change your light bulbs. Make sure your model is clean. Make sure your hours of operation are right on Google. Make sure you have photos on Google. Make sure your website is correct. The wording is correct. Take ownership of your community. Put sold signs up, available signs up. Make sure that the streets are swept. These are things that are really basic, but when you're in a declining market or in a flat market, these are things that you start to look at because the details matter. When you're in an amazing market, you're not thinking about these things, right? I got a priority list, 50 people deep. I don't care about the model. I got a priority list, 59 people deep. I don't care if the streets are swept or the sold signs knocked over. If you want to be ready for a declining market or a flat market, get in the habit of doing this now. Real quick practical tip, set a reoccurring appointment in your Outlook calendar, break it down by the 5 days that you're there, and just put a task, 1 per day, right? Website audit every Monday. Tuesday, every Tuesday, you're gonna drive the community, set up signs. Every Wednesday, check specs, make sure your inventory looks right. Whatever that might be for you, break these things down into bite-sized increments and you'll be very successful. Tip number 2, better yourself, right? When you're in an amazing market, why would you read the book? I don't need to go to the conference. I got sales. I got my sales for the following month already lined up, right? But what I want you guys to think about is the time to get better isn't when you are in a fight, right? You want to learn how to fight prior to being in a fight, right? And so I call it hand-to-hand combat. Are you ready for hand-to-hand combat? Are you ready for a flat market to fight against Lennar, D.R. Horton, Pulte, Meritage Homes? Are you ready for that? Not everybody is. And so I want to encourage you, find a book, find a mentor, find somebody that can pour information into you that you can get better daily. Do not wait to be in a fight to prepare for a fight. Finally, guys, 3rd and last point, build your network. This is something that is so paramount. Guys, listen, when markets were tough and things weren't just moving really quickly, how many times did I reach out to realtors? All the time, right? Or if you're in pharmaceutical sales, how many times you bring in the gifts to the doctors, right? Or if you're in insurance sales, how many times are you dropping by those businesses to drop off your packets and things like this, whatever that might be for you. I want to encourage you, build your network now. Don't wait again until the market is declining to build your network. Go out there, take realtors out, do broker drops, whatever that might be for you. Take the time now to build your network. Listen, y'all, these were 3 super practical tips. I'm curious your thoughts. I want to hear from you guys. What are some of the things that you're doing right now to prepare for a flat or a declining market? Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Go out there and crush it.